Hello everyone, how's it going? It's finally Friday. Oh my god, it's Friday. Uh no, not this one. Come on, give me something to this. What this? Let me switch here. How's it going, everyone? Hello. Hi. I'm exhausted. I'm tired. I did an hour and a half of overtime today, which was so unnecessary, but I did it because I was asked, and I said no. But then, oh, it's a meeting. Okay, sure. Well, yes, happy Friday. It's Friday. Weekend. Finally the weekend. Hope everyone's doing well. Hope you have plans. If you don't have plans for this weekend, hope you can relax. I surely do have small plans. Nothing big. I have something tomorrow. But that's pretty much it. Uh, I decided to get my Sunday free. But yeah. Tonight we go back to Final Fantasy 14. I don't know how long we'll play for tonight, but I decided to check it out. We were near the end of a patch. We have 42 quests left before Evans Word. I don't know what to say. We'll try to do as much as we can tonight. If I look at the thing right now, where was it? Oh, we're here. Okay. I'd like to go through Shiva, which is technically the next patch, but it is 18 quests. This is the goal for tonight. We go through Shiva. If I can go through Shiva, or at least the dungeon. If we can reach the dungeon, I'm happy. I also discovered that I might need that I would no, I would not might. I will need to go through the primals again, but in hard difficulty. So it's not that bad. Hard difficulty is easy. But yes, we are getting slowly toward a better part of the story, better part of the things. We are reaching there. We need to go through and survive. I'm just looking up a few things. So yeah, we have 1, 2, 3, 4 quests of dispatch. After dispatch, we arrive into what they've called the Dream of Ice, which is a Shiva patch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 quests before the dungeon, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 quests before the Shiva fight. Then we have 1, 2, 3, 4 quests there. Then we have 8 quests, small patch, but it was an important one. Then we have the second part of that, which is 16 quests. And we're done. So, yeah. Let's pause the music. Let's switch over here. Let's give you guys the sound of the game. Here we go. Let's we need to go speak. Why is it so quick? What the hell? Oh well. Hey. Also, eventually, I think that's the. Eventually, I will show you guys this more toward I think to my normal character, but like some of the side content, like I was talking about a long time ago about ammo to know. Yes, I did place my Kali censorship for chat box. Here we go. Alphano! Minus my eldest seer is due to command momentarily. I would be grateful if you would once more see to the task of recruiting here in Gridania. After you deem the well of potential candidate has run dry, let us rendezvous at the airship ticket counter as before. But yes, true. We are recruiting people for a new company. So we have one here. Two here. Okay. So we'll go right next here and go north afterwards. I'm going to be honest with you all, if I can reach a point where I'm caught up to the story and new expansion or new stories going out, trust me, I will play it. Oh god, can it truly be you? Oranges. But what fickle fortune was, must the first face I see up under my release be yours? Eh? But you don't remember me. It's I, Laurentius, the man whose crime you exposed. I was whaler and a regular patron, had to bust errands. Yes, I remember. Gal changed me more than I realized. I gave any particular wish to be recognized in my shameful conduct. Nah. I must suppose I'm not sure what business brings you to this part of Rindania. Recruiting, eh? What is your policy on reformed conduct? As matters stand, the Will Whalers will have not more to do with me. This is maybe just the second chance I was looking for. When told, you say? I shall leave at once. I shall not regret this. I promise you I am a changed man. And don't worry. There's more criminals than you. Right. Let's hurry back up north. Because we have here. We have this one there. And we got this. I need to change our sensitivity. Oh my god. So give me a sec. Oh, this will be controller. No, it would be system. There we go. Mouse, gamepad, stick sensitivity. Drop me down. That's the one, right? I'll live with this. Aliane. Alian. Grandfather, you must call it a day. Let us return to the guild and rest here. Your torrent back gives up on your for good. Oh, this is the Helven that we seen the beginning of their journey of the story when they were doing dungeon. So we were just Ali, isn't it? It has been some time we're back across outside of Upper Realm Mars, acting as the granddaughter and grandfather. We were barely more than a novice adventurer then, but look how far you've become. Mother Mune tells me that it was you who felled a fearsome black wolf. Now you seek stout-hearted souls to fill the ranks of a new order? Well, your cause is undoubtedly just. My old companions here will be much relieved to see me in good hands. Yes, I'll do it. This is everything I've spent my entire adventuring career working toward. Shall join your company just as soon as I've seen Isildur safely home. Alright. Look at what done. Oh, that's the butler. For a man placed in your company of champions, I will puzzled and honored by your invitation. Forgive me, young mistress, but I cannot accept. I've sworn a bid here forever. Scant years may remain to me. and bear responsibility for the evil my lady has brought upon this land. Alright. You do you, bud. It's raining. I hope you have an umbrella or something. You. After guild officers such as myself get recruited, and this company of yours certainly sounds to have some promise. But its duties appear less than focused. I must refuse your invitation until my organization is more organized. There you go. Alright. To the airships. Airships. Hey, you. What news, Sally? My party elder serum was amenable to our requirement. A former wood whaler and a seasoned adventurer? The company will not lack a variety that is certain. An interesting harvest, indeed. I will strike two into Ulda while the iron is hot. Let's meet at the Royal Promenade and endeavor to include our remaining businesses. Our journey draw to a close. Yeah, because we did Limsa, so now we're here, so now we're going to freaking Ulda. You know what? I'll take the airship. It's more cheap. Alright, Ruby Brew Exchange. I recall this place. No, it's not. Alright, there we go. Hey, Alpha now. The Gilded City where one's fortune defines one's fortune. I hope some manner of fortune is with us. That his final leg proved as successful as the previous two. I suggest descending to the lower level before beginning your recruitment efforts. I do not think the Sultana will take kindly to us poaching from her personal guard. Let us meet back here at the promenade when our respective tasks are complete. Good hunting. Alright. This section is near the gladiator. This is miner, weaver, merchant trip. Is there one here? No, they're all in here. Okay. Coliseum, merchant. Oh, it's right underneath here. Alright, there we go. Okay. I have yet to talk with people to do the Manderville quest. Little Red. Wait, the lady who came to Little Amigo looking for that masked devil. Who knows what might have happened if you hadn't. I'd probably be dead, and a whole lot more of my friend besides. We're such fools. In road, that disaster really got me thinking about our homeland and about the outsider who saved us from ourselves. Realize how easily I'd be manipulated and vowed to make myself a more worldly man. So here I am, a company of champions. You say it will take me to all corners of the realm? That sounds exactly like the kind of opportunity I need. Hey, don't worry, I'm not the same stripling you met in the Little Amigo. I prepared myself to fight the evil I know now is out there. Yeah, we'll see about that, buddy. Okay, now it's near the miners. Sprint. wrong way. Oh well. How's my courage? It's low. Hey, you. On a payback coincidence. Do you remember me perchance? I'm a son of the Church of Saint Adama Landama. Thank you again for your timely rescue. Must also thank you for preventing that fraudulent priest from preying on dry bones less fortunate. The most upsetting business. Are you here with your companions? Tancred, wasn't it? It is your companion to seek, then. Proposed organization sounds a powerful force for good. My place is at the church with the children, nevertheless. I wish you well in this undertaking. Hey, Weaver. I don't remember recruiting anyone. The Weavers. Yeah, we're not recruiting. I'm sorry, you wish to recruit me? Is there some new fashion manner of propositioning a lady? I'm afraid you're wasting your time. So these already spoken for, but did you miss? Yeah, that's what I thought. We don't recruit anyone in here. Aye, maybe some private rumor drift down to Pearl Lane. I know of this glorious new company of yours and just how far I'd go to avoid getting involved with it. Whisper Industries say your organization is funded by corrupt coin, by syndicate money. If you think you're recruiting for a just cause, then you're a bigger fool than I took you for. And you have no idea how much right this guy is. Whoops, I should have not said that. Oh well. The cabinet looks to cure the heels of the realm Empire. Listen, friends, I can scarce bear the complaint of the next stall over, let alone the conundrum of the neighboring nation. Aye, thanks. Alright, back to the Royal Promenade. Alright, hold for now. Please be voiced. You're not. How fared you? What hidden gems did you street a fool offered up to your unrelenting gaze? No one. A single Alomigan youth. Are you still giving us an innumerable start, even if our ranks are yet somewhat thin? In these troubled years following the calamity, talk of Eregiel's salvation must seem akin to grasping at cloud. There are those who have risen to the challenge nonetheless, and the hope that inspired these people was born in no small part of the victories you yourself have. Thank you. Let us squander the precious gift you have placed into my keeping. These recruits will become the foundation of a new beginning. And yes, we are free to begin. As you have no doubt surmised, the Sultana also graced my trial company with her blessing. Our first wave of recruitment is over. Document signed and fine and secure. There is naught to prevent me from taking the next step. You are concerned by the syndicate involvement, as was I. Thus was the origin of every coin of their contribution carefully scrutinized and recorded. This organization will not be built on corruption. Actually, I would prefer not to rely on an outside source at all, but even my family's substantial coffers could not sustain a venture of this magnitude. As for the rumors and doubts surrounding this enterprise, all such things shall plague us until the company has had a chance to prove its worth. It will not be an easy process, but we will earn people's trust one success at a time. Speaking of time, we shall waste no more of it. Let us return to the Rising Stone and lay the first stone for a united Eorzea. And bang, crash. No, okay. Voice? Please be voice.
Tell me, General, what think you of Alfino's bold endeavor?
I think it is more than bold, Your Grace. His organization would pave the way for a united Eorzea. Well do I understand his impatience, since facing the common threat of the Ultima weapon, our nations have seemed farther apart, not closer together. Considering the many problems we face, should we not be glad that someone else is taking the initiative?
We have all pledged our cooperation, yet the grumbling continues behind closed doors. Ul'dah is not alone in her duplicity. I myself have doubts as to the good this organization will achieve. With the inclusion of the finest soldiers of the 3 grand companies, it promises to be a fearsome military body. But whom will it serve? Even under the watchful gaze of the Scions, it is not unthinkable that such a force could perpetrate a great wrong. Does it not concern you that a significant proportion of its financial backing came from the coffers of the Syndicate? That those unprincipled worms might forge this extraordinary gathering of warriors into a private army?
I have trust in the Scions, Your Grace. They have spared us no end of trouble at the hands of the Primals. If they seek reinforcements, I deem it unwise to deny them. As for their finances, full many gave generously. And though our nobles proffered a sizable sum, their coin did not spill from the pockets of Lolorito and his cronies. And what of the presence of our stalwart adventurer friend in this endeavor? I doubt the Warrior of Light would betray our cause.
Yes, there is that, I suppose. Yet I have known people to change. Whether we will or no, the events of the age hurl us this way and that, like a dust devil skipping across the sands. Cannot be done about Telechi?
That guy's
I have
gone.
explored all avenues available to us, Your Grace. But as Ul'dah law now stands, we lack the evidence to convict him of any crime. To arrest him on spurious grounds would only play into his hands.
He has all but committed treason, and yet we can do nothing? Then what good our government? What worth the royal house? How deplorable this mockery of justice!
I will say, you don't want to end up like these guards being controlled by the church.
Have faith, Your Grace. It is not over.
Alright. Rising Stone time. Alright. What do we have? Now, the conclusion of that quest. As soon as the beat, I can be like an pause to rest. Completion of all our effort is in hand. I must see to preparation for the inaugural ceremony. If allowing me to monopolize your service, I'm certain the antecedent will be relieved to see you free from other duties. Yay! Often tells me that all is in place to begin this trial company. I shall certainly be grateful to have a support such as an organization. The inaugural ceremony is set to take place here at Rising Stone. Qatar is cooperating with Alphino to see what all is in the readiness, so I'm afraid the recruit themselves have been left their home device for the time being. A number of new faces has arrived in the Revenant Toll of late, and I wonder if Slathborn might not find himself overwhelmed. Would you speak with him and see if there is not he requires? Alright. Alright. Yo. Adala's voice. Oh, need to. Yeah, that's what I thought. What can I do for you? I tell you, have your hands full up out with the new arms of the science. Ah, barely notices your recruit arrived. That's barely a tickle compared to the float of treasure hunters we have passed through the air every day. I appreciate your offer of aid. It is more your burden that concerns me. I'm told this trial company will answer directly to the antecedent, so I trust that means less work for you in the long run. Shipment couldn't. I was wondering what befell. We were bringing a shipment to Revenant's Toll, provision and here marked for the frontier effort. As we sought to cross over into Mordona, were sought upon by brigands. I believe they have been heretics. There were many, too many. We only escaped our life by abandoning the supplies. Pray forgive us. There is not to forgive. Provision can be replaced, but smart soldiers are hard to find. Take a rest. I'll have someone along to tend to those wounds. What to do? Heretics are involved, and this is likely more than the case. Simple case thievery. Ishka will need to be informed. When does this supply originate? House for Tom. We collected the provision from Camp Dragonhead proper. Listen, I shall see they are a prize of this development. We're not on good terms with the Knight of House for Toms. I'll be sending them a missive immediately, of course, but we'll also have you travel there and offer your considerable talent. Yes, I realize I contradict my earlier hopes to lighten your loads, but I need someone who can help bring this incident to a satisfactory conclusion. Our favorable relation with Ishgard are far too important to risk half measure. Thank you for understanding. Resident Lord Oshafan will be glad for your assistance. Yes, I'm going to see best guy. Best guy. All right. Oshafan. Hi, bud. This is a fine friend. Would you care for a plate of roast caracul? Some mulled wine? No, I see you have not come into my hall merely to escape the biting cold. I was, in fact, on the verge of opening an urgent message from the Reverend Soul, and I suspect the timing of your arrival is no coincidence. Bum.
The incident with the new frontier hands? No, you need not elaborate. I have been following their progress with no small amount of interest. Brave men and women all. They do our nation a great service. The existence of a fortified outpost in Mordona will do much to dissuade the Empire from trespassing on Kurthus soil. Right glad am I that you have chosen to lend your support to this endeavor. Never let it be said that House Fortom does not acknowledge the efforts of her allies, or her debts. 'Twas in the spirit of gratitude that I arranged for sundry supplies to be delivered to Revenant's Toll. That the shipment should chance to be waylaid by heretics is poor fortune indeed. Poor fortune, I say, yet not without precedent. If you would know the truth of it, these incorrigible villains grow more organized with each passing day. This new unity of purpose we attribute to their leader, the Lady Iceheart. But though I have devoted significant resources to the task of identifying this woman, we have yet to learn so much as her birth name. What we do know is that the heretics speak of Iceheart in reverent tones, and would gladly embrace death rather than betray her. Such loyalty is rare indeed, and I fear to imagine what so committed a collective might achieve. The brigands have not yet been so brazen as to risk direct confrontation here in Dragonhead. Some few of their number have, however, been sighted not far to the west of here, and with ever-increasing regularity. A visit to Whitebrim Front may bring you the answers you seek. Will you brave the snows, knowing what implacable foes may lie in wait?
Yes.
Halone's blessings be upon you. Though I take no pride in the admission, many of mine own countrymen are not so well suited as you adventurers to dealing with such foes. Were they dragons, it might be otherwise. But truly, I could not wish for a finer ally. You have done much for my house in the past, and I have no doubt but that I shall have cause to celebrate your deeds again ere long. Should you learn aught of value, pray return to me forthwith. A warm hearth and a warmer welcome shall be waiting for you.
Alright. Speak with Dilmo. Alright. Of course. Alright, so it's going to be here. We'll hardly go south of here right now. No, the furries. Okay, yes, over there. Alright. At this level is the next one. Yeah. Is there not, you will ask me. Please speak plainly. I am a man of action and need no honeyed word. On the trail of a band of thieving heretics, you say? What a fury. You do seem destined to cross paths with those villains. I must confess then, it is a sad truth that the wilds hereabout have indeed grown thick with their numbers. They strike swiftly, without warning, and are canny enough to evade our most able trackers. Tis not merely the newfound accusation they've confound us, The heretics themselves seem somehow to change. I know not what manners of influence this High Heart wields, but the man we face seems entirely lost in the grip of righteous fervor. It is an unsettling and unnatural zeal. Maybe perhaps you will care to question one of their recent victims. As fate will have it, your arrival came a moment after the traitor was waylaid on the road. A patrol found the unfortunate fellow lying senseless in the snow and carried him to our infirmary. Assuming he has regained the use of his faculties, the merchant might recall some small details that could aid you in your task. So we're already seeing proof of like Isard of like Shiva. Oop. I'm just looking up quickly, and there's some things that I like confirming, like Dark Knight is Theologian. But I kind of want to show you all this color. We'll see. It's in here. Oh, here. Tell you what happened? Why, yes, of course. I ain't quite recovered enough for that. And didn't I help catch those cowardly Blackhearts? I was traveling my usual route to right Brim front when a sudden blow sent me reeling. The next thing I knew was I was on the ground and several heretics were rifling through my cargo. Arms, armor, crystal, everything. It was then one of them noticed my bleary gaze and stalked over to better acquaint my head with his mace. Before darkness claimed me, however, I distinctly heard the words, "Return to Snowwood." I said that is where they were hauling my goods. Thanks for the sounds, Mount. But you'll not catch me rushing off in pursuit. They'll tell me it was a miracle I survived at all, and I'll not trust my thick skull to save me a second time. And we need to go to Snowcloak. Well, my Red Mage 54. Getting there. I have 54 black, 54 Red Mage, 50 Red Black Mage, but I will keep to the Red Mage. I'm tempted to, since I want to do this Sage, I'm tempted to level up Arcanist on the side, but we'll have to wait. Alright. Draw your weapon full. Wait, I recognize you. Adventurer, you are come seeking heretics. Then we share a common purpose. We were on patrol when we had chance cross of their raiding parties and pursue them here. By rights, we should have had a corner in this ravine, yet they are gone, vanished, like icy wraith. I don't think there's voice in here. I was wrong. And that was short. This woman up to the cliff, he hides on herself from sneer at our folly. And to where did she disappear? The heretic must have discovered a passage through the frozen wall some hidden tunnel that escaped our notice. We have not the man to risk further investigation. Be the best we will return to White Green Front and lay our suspicious before Lord Drillmon. I got random mount. It's the 3 time I get this one. I actually don't bring them out inside building this time. It appears our home you might think so, because again, the surviving knights spare no details in their reports. The men you found out near the Snow Cloak were some of my finest. They should be bested so indolently if we are hopefully underestimated the threat of these heretic foes. I understand you might balk at the notion. I must ask you to put aside your mission, consider the stolen provision lost to us for now. Be ill-advised to blunder and prepare into what may well be the very lair of our enemy. Or return to Dragonhead and inform Lord Oshofan of your discoveries. He will wish to plan contingency of his own. As for our sword and our fanatic, the freezing height of Snowcloak will not shield them for our justice for long. Alright. I'll use your roof. I'll use your roof to fly over with my fat chocobo. Alright.
Your return is most timely. Of their own accord, my thoughts had turned to your task and the progress thereof. I confess, my imaginings tended toward the grim and bloody. But you are here now, and I suspect such frivolous wonderings do little justice to the reality of your travails. Tell me, what did you learn of Iceheart?
Nothing.
Indeed. And this transpired at Snowcloak? Of all the highlands, that towering wall has borne the worst of the region's brutal shift in climate. So inhospitable has Snowcloak become that we have still to survey the area in its entirety. Could its frozen heights conceal the heretics' hideaway? Mayhap a more robust reconnaissance effort is in order. Putting such considerations aside for the moment, we still know far too little of this Iceheart. That she is capable of commanding such a band of fanatics bespeaks natural authority, and no small measure of charisma. As much as I would like to fathom this mystery with you, the situation has grown beyond my personal purview. I am bound by duty to inform the Temple Knights and request that they bring this matter to its conclusion. Given the glowing reports the new commander has garnered thus far, I am certain that they can be relied upon to take appropriate action.
Press X to doubt.
Though Iceheart's true identity yet eludes us, you have provided us with a point from which to begin. Sometimes it takes but a single stone to prompt an avalanche. On the matter of the stolen provisions, I have already made arrangements for a second shipment to be sent to Revenant's Toll. I could not well allow such an honorable venture to be undermined by one miserable setback.
Can we escort these? No? Okay. Guess I'm not escorting these one. Alright. Let's go to return to the toll. I'll fare you in the frozen waste of Cortes. Aspaton sent to us a second shipment. It was a thanks to Lord Chafon for his continued generosity. Yet, even as our town grew in prosperity, I fear it will attract ever greater number of those who would do us harm in the name of greed of power. All of us, Alpha's new recruit included, must remain vigilant against such threats. I want this, because thanks. Brave you companions! While you were away in Crotus, preparation of the inaugural ceremony were all but completed, although Tataru does yet seem somewhat flustered. To get enough of your time, why don't you head into the Rising Stone and see if your frantic receptionist could do with a hand. Look, you don't speak about Tataru this way, buddy. Trust me, she will make you poor in instant. And sorted this document of my party, even here. I'm solely tempted to file a lot in a waste paper basket. Ah, tell me. You must wish to lend a hand. Splendid. Should be a day and hand these uniforms to the new recruits. They're scattered around about in the Revenant's Toll, and I haven't time to track them all down. Recruits note down their garbs immediately and assemble here in the Rising Stone. You'll want to report directly to Alphano if you don't wish to miss a ceremony. I wonder if the site will ever have matching uniforms. Well, fun organization is a well-dressed organization, I suppose. We have 8 new recruits. Alright. First one, you are saying. Just believe this company will see no riches or short-sighted fools. The giving of oneself is an investment in the future. Thus did I sign my name to the cause. This uniform was a splendid idea. As our organization has made a name for itself, there shall be a wealth and plenty in sending replica costume to boarding masses. This guy's a problem. That's one. Come on. I said. Hi, Marvel. Do best to mimic my fellow here. Well, I admit that I have no idea what we're supposed to be doing. Oop. Give me a sec. There we go. Ah. What the? Thank you. Ah, our new uniforms. I remind of my induction into the Wood Whaler. Ergris. Sorry, I don't know how to pronounce it. Sargar masked me as a proud member of Maelstrom and a hardy defender of Linsa Laminsa. In truth, I stand for the betterment of the realm, and thought this the company a fine opportunity to contribute on a greater scale. Oh, That's a striking shade of blue. Put alongside my maelstrom uniform, or it will certainly not lack of colors. Gilbert! I don't believe we've met. I'm Hilbert, and I will have the honor of leading my fellow recruits as captain. Much I lose to the calamity, I look forward to hating the others and rebuilding their lives. The uniforms are a shred of decision. There is no easier method of creating a common bond among what is essentially a bit of stranger. Right? Someone behind here, if I recall? Yes. Ifemi. God, I did not expect to meet you strolling about towns. The tales of your primal battle were what inspired me to become to Permanent Toll. It is an honor to receive this uniform. From your hand, I shall wear it with pride. Well read. The amigo could learn much from Permanent Toll. That this town can be so alive in the midst of such desolation. There were quite some voluminous. Well, I'm sure I'll grow accustomed to the extra cloth in time. Put some clothes on, man. Oh, over there. Rio! Well, the last looking for me, was he? I suggest giving a whistle, but I'm not sure as for here amongst all the bustle. Oh, proper uniform and all. This thing will cut off the blood, cut the blood to my head. Not to worry, though. I'm sure she'll be fine after making a few adjustments. Isildur has last retired from adventurous life. Though I shall miss his wisdom and irrepressible spirit, I'll be excited to forge my own path forward. Ah yes, the uniform. Thank you. To be told, the thought of pledging myself to such organizations is somewhat intimidating. Right, it is done. We're about to hit break. We should have time. You know what? Let's not push it. Let's go take a break. Alright, it's break time. So if you need water, snacks, bathroom, stretch, move around, whatever you need, time for it. I'll see y'all in 3. Alright, welcome back from the ads. We're actually at the end. This is the last quest of this patch. Ha! I mentioned you were ending out in new uniforms. I'm sorry you've now met the rest of the recruits. Some few answered the call to arms. I put forth through the established of Grand Company and such. We're not yet an army, but there is much a small corps of elite warriors can achieve. They mentioned I thought of the name of the company. It is my hope it shall be soon known across breadth of heresy. The men of true not near. Once the last recruits have gathered, I shall have make the official announcement.
Comrades, your presence here this day signifies the momentous choice that each of you has made. With your strength now pledged to the scions of the Seventh Dawn, you are beholden to no single nation. You stand as the vanguard for a united Eorzea. From this moment forth, I declare you Crystal Braves. Let us mend this fractured realm and face our enemies as one. Whether it be the Beastmen and their primals, or the conflict in Carteneau, it is plain that the nations of Eorzea cannot solve the problems which plague the realm. Thus does it fall to some few heroic souls to succeed where they have failed. Come! Take your place at the Scion's side as guardians of Eorzea, and together we shall fight for the freedom of all!
Yes, let us give a small army to the kid who does not understand normal nature.
A rousing speech, Alphino. Or should I say, Crystal Brave Commander Leveilleur?
Please, Antecedent. The title is honorary. I shall not be leading the troops into battle, as it were. We are of the same purpose. Let us join hands and do what must be done to save this land.
The Scions stand ready.
Alright.
I'm eager to see what the Crystal Braves might accomplish. This shall prove an interesting time indeed for the Scions. Yes, I'm listening. So our worst fears are confirmed. The entire Isle. Such power defies comprehension. Truly? Kryl is alive? Thank the 12.
Yay!
I see. Pray, inform me if her condition changes. Yes, I shall pass on your words to Urianger. My thanks. I shall contact you anon. When I learned of the loss of the Isle of Val, I dared not hope that my friend had survived. Yet, by some miracle, it would seem she has. She's still to regain consciousness, it is true, but better that than death. Putting this happy news to one side, we must now endeavor to make sense of the readings taken by the survey party. It appears the etheric disturbance which accompanied the Isle's destruction is of a magnitude alarmingly close to that of Ultima. Could the Ascians be responsible for this devastation as well? I wonder. Have you heard aught from the Mother Crystal since the battle with the Garleans?
Nah.
Then she speaks to neither one of us. Heidelin's silence portends naught but ill, I fear. Louisoix, I pray you yet watch over us.
And this was the quest. Give me money. Oh, should I have picked the healer shit? Oh well. Oh. Very good. Ship provisions are prepared for transport. Let's hope that this shipment is spared the fate of the last. The winds are coming fierce this day. That's each god. Forgot we could see inside already. Hey, here's the Pope. Here's the fret. Double fret. I remember seeing this back then. It was like the first sign of like, where we're going for the next expansion. This was the first sign. Like, after this, we knew we're going for Ishgard. This new station. Yep, we helped the kid because the kid is overwhelmed. As I might, I cannot shake a creeping sense of dark foreboding. It deveils us not to fret about the unknown. We must concentrate instead of the problem of the present. The Quarrel have been relatively quiet of late, and the beast tribe who summons them are under constant surveillance by the Grand Company. If any suspicious activity be afoot, you may be certain that we will hear of it. And until such time permanent solution of the primal problem has been found, we can do little but wait and observe. As for the Ascians, our Riange is wholly dedicated to finding this mean by which we may defeat a dark being. Let us pray for good tidings on that front. But all of this is you knew already. Let us speak then of more current matters, in particular, the state of the Crystal Brave. Alpha did well to found the organization, but ensuring its smooth operation is another matter entirely. Though I doubt that what he is doing is he's doing his best, I'll feel that helping a hand or two will not go astray. To this end, I offered to send one of the Archons to assist him, but he declined. You know how he can be, independent to a fault, and singularity loath to accept help. Save, of course, when that help comes from you. Alphado has entrusted countless matters of import to your care past, and I believe he would not hesitate to do so again, for you to offer. I should be more grateful if you would go to him and support him in whatever manner you were able. Yep, because the kid said, I want an army! Now he has an army. I don't know what to do. What do I do? But what I will do though is, because I saw it, I don't need to do it for this batch, but I need to do it for the next one. Will be done with the uh, primals again. So I'll do this part of the quest. As soon as you get me outside, we'll go unlock them and do them. What is it? You don't conceive I'm rather busy. But on the other hand, you say, I see. Well, as you mentioned, there is a matter that wants for attention. Given its sensitive nature, I was hesitant to entrust it to my braves. But the demands upon my time are such that I had little choice. Which is not to say that my men want for labor. Though we are but newly informed, there is a already great demand of our service, and we are hard pressed to answer all the petition for the diaries. The fact is, I will sooner attend this particular matter myself, my presence required elsewhere. That being the case, I have entrusted this solution to my second in command, Captain Hilbert. Now that I sent you, he will furnish you with the particulars. My thanks in advance. Alright. Hey, Hilbert. We need to talk.
Hail to you, sire. How might we serve you? Commander Leveilleur bade you serve us? These are welcome tidings indeed. Given the sensitive nature of the task, I could not rely on one of my own. That which I'm about to tell you, I tell you in the strictest confidence.
So tell me out loud so that everyone in the room can hear.
Some days ago, we received certain documents from an anonymous source. They notified us of the presence of a Garlean agent within the ranks of one of the Grand Companies. Following some discreet inquiries, we identified a suspect among the Immortal Flames, whom we detained for questioning. Alas, the man was not our agent. He was but one of many men in the agent's employ. We pressed the traitor for a name, but he had none to give. He claims never to have met his master, whom he knows only as the Ivy. He was, however, certain that this Ivy had coiled itself around every part of the Immortal Flames. It would seem our quarry joined the company some time ago, and gradually recruited others to his cause. These conspirators are the vines by which he learns our secrets, all without exposing himself. It won't be easy to identify the Ivy amidst this tangled mass of subterfuge, but we have a tendril in our hands, and we shall follow it all the way to the gnarled root. Now, much as I would prefer to proceed with due discretion, circumstances demand that this matter be settled post-haste. Garlemald's War of Succession nears its end, and it is feared that the Empire will soon resume its march on Eorzea. When it does, we can ill afford to have traitors in our midst. The Ivy must be rooted out now. We must begin by apprising General Roban of our findings. I would ask that you accompany me to the Hall of Flames, and remain on hand to see that things go smoothly. Assuming the Ivy's tendrils are as widespread as we believe, he will be aware that an investigation is underway, and if that is the case, he may well move against us. We must be prepared for anything, while taking care not to betray our purposes by seeming prepared. A simple enough task for a one-woman army like you.
Right? To the Hall of Flame, but we will not go, we go through Vesper Bay. And in here, we go back inside Waking Sand. Because the building is still owned by the company. You unlock. Those panda for. Oh yes, these. Me. Weaponsmith of legend. No. No, I'm not touching this. I'm not touching this. Oh my god. Yeah, this is to unlock the other fights. So I need to do this one. It's just a confirmation that Ifrit is back and we need to go kill his ass again. Like, it's not particular lore for this one. Oh, the Pope is back. It's not Vincent Pope, though. Alright, this guy first. Alright. Story time.
Well, well. What brings you here, my friend?
Shit's trouble.
She is here at my behest. Greetings, Roban. It has been a while.
Hilbert, you old scoundrel. When they told me you'd be visiting, I scarce believed my ears. But look at you! The honored captain of the Crystal Bloody Braves. Who'd have imagined, eh?
Not many, but fewer still would have imagined your destiny lay in politics, old friend.
Aye, we've both come far, have we not? Lest you wonder, Hilbert and I go back a long way. We've been friends and rivals since we were lads. The last time we saw each other, Alamigo had just fallen, so you can guess how many summers it's been. And in all that time, not a word from the fool.
Ah, well, my dealings tended toward the modest and mundane, unlike some I could mention. As I hear it, no sooner did you reach Thanalan than the brass blades clapped you in irons and dragged you off to die on the blood sands. Being a stubborn sort, you won 1,000 matches and earned yourself a place in the people's hearts while you were about it. Then, with your mountain of prize money, you bought the Colosseum and secured a seat on the Syndicate. Those balls, brother! Rags to riches does not do it justice. You're a hero to the common man.
Pah! Spare me. I am no hero. If anyone is worthy of that title, it's our friend here. Next to her, I'm little more than a glorified butcher. But you, Ilbert, you sell yourself short. By all accounts, you are an adventurer of some standing.
I like to think that I did my part for the greater good. But if you're no hero, then I'm no adventurer, not in this company. Anyway. I have tidings.
So there has been progress. I've let it be known that this meeting is a reunion between old friends. None will give your visit a second thought. To convene elsewhere would only attract attention. Let us speak here, in plain view of all.
That's not really a good idea, but oh well.
So it is we who have been compromised. Teleji Adeleji's machinations have shaken Ul'dah to her foundations. In such uncertain times, a man's loyalty may be bought for a fistful of gil. But if this snake has truly been in our midst for as long as you say, we must needs consider a far graver possibility. Conspiracy. Could it be that the Monetarists have been in league with the Empire from the first? Very well. I will have my most trusted men investigate the matter. Continue your inquiries in the meantime. It does me well to see you again, old friend. When next we meet, let it be over a flagon of ale.
I look forward to it. Let us reminisce of bygone days, and drink to the future of our homeland.
Yes. Continue. Anything else?
Flame General. You wear the mantle well, old friend. I must work hard if I'm to keep up. Well, it would seem your services were not required after all. I dare say we have Roban's prudence to thank for that. Still, I was glad of your presence. My thanks, Scion.
Alright, tank stuff. Our hunt for the Ivy begins in earnest, Scion. By his saying, we must stand warily, but one misstep may and will cost us our lives. Our business here is concluded for the time being. Let us return to the Rising Stone and report to Commander Leveille. Alright, but, you go ahead. I got somewhere else. So, Urkel is little on me. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, okay. I go. Can we not? Come on. Really? I have more than 2 mounts. You know what? Sure. Do the song be my favorite. Alright. This here. I swear one day I'll play Final Fantasy VI on stream. Left here. Alright, get 2. Now we need to do it, so we will do for Bowl of Ember card. I will go back to Vespa Bay. Shouldn't be too long. 12 minutes average wait time. That's what I thought. Shouldn't be too long. Right. until Ifrit is down. I cannot accept anyone. So we got time to kill. I see Papa Limo's quest. It's going to be Ifrit next. No, Ifrit, Titan next. Actually, let me double check. Prior quests must be done. Titan's spot. Which unlocks the naval heart. Okay, yeah. So yeah, we must do Ifrit, Garuda, and in Titan. No, Papalimo is Garuda, actually. I forgot. I'm dumb. Yeah, these will be done. We'll need to do the duty. This is after, so we're still good. But I want this to be done. We are going to come into terms. Intercessions of Saints, Straighten Unity, Dark Word, Dark Deeds, First Blood. Then we have the Dungeon. Then we have For Greater Good, Tendrils of Intrigue, Chasing Ivy, In Flagrant Delinquo, Simple Plan. Then we have Shiva. Then we have 4 quests. Then this is it. That's why I want, since we're so close, I want it to be done. 12 minutes. I can teleport there anytime, actually. We got a plenty of tickets. Hey, let's be DP there. I need to reboot my monitors. Every time I play this game, I feel like my monitor is too low. I need to raise it. Bien. Alright. Hey, Alpha no. Job's done. Next. We returned from Hulda, Commander. No moment too soon, something has happened. Trouble? You will recall the fort, that the fort we tasked with reconnoitering the rendezvous site used by the Ivy's minion and his Imperial contact soon after you left, received word that a unit was ambushed en route to its destination. Damn it. According to the report, one of our has been taken captive. The Gallian are not want to threaten their foreman and dignity and have grave fear for their safety. We must dispatch a rescue party at once. Call those braves who are affiliated. Begging your pardons, Commander, but we have not to the time. Therefore I must ask you for your aid once more, Scion. An ill-prepared rescue party will only serve to provide our Garleans with more captive, yet time is more of the essence. Simply put, you are the best chance we have. As anybody has the right of it. I trust you are willing, but of course you are. Now, Alieni of the fort lies in the wait in the triangle near the entrance of Castrom's Sentry. Seek her out, and she will apprise you with the situation. Castrom's Sentry. Okay, oh, it's that. Oh yeah, it's this one. Alright, let's get out. God damn it. How many mounts do I have in this? I have like 12 mount possible. I had 4. You will aid us in this rescue mission. We are in your debt, Warriors of Light. Now, time is against us, so allow me to brief you on the situation. A guardian fell upon us without warning, wounding poor Resh and hauling our way in the classroom yonder. Outnumbered as we were, it was all we could do to flee and regroup. As we speak, the guardians may be interrogating Resh, or worse. With her hurts, I fear that she will not long survive their intention. We must rescue her without delay. Our order may yet be in its infancy, but the bond that binds us is strong as Mithril. None of us will stand by while our comrades suffer. We, the remnant of the fort, will infiltrate Castron's sentry. Please help us find Resh before it is too late. I mean, I see already a problem. Unless Resh was a close DPS, you are lacking a DPS. Ah, finally, something different. The six-legged pony. Ah, right here. Out. There we go. Where am I? We found you. I can take you, Warrior of Light. Now to quit this accursed place. Resh cannot move with those wounds. She will need to be carried out. I believe a diversion is in order. I will trouble you to provide one. Given your reputation, I suspect Galleon will only be too happy to grant you their undivided attention. If you were to create a commotion within the Crastrum, we should be able to steal away unnoticed. Let's speak again once we are safely outside these walls. Alright. Let's go beat up some guys. Not really. Are you for real? You are. Ready to stun too. Not what I wanted to do. Let's have this one. Have this one. There we go. Elemental. Last one. That's where this guy go past. Go away. Chew. Chew. Ready? Only two? There's more in one wave, of course. Really? To paralyze? And now this. Give me a sec. Oh, take it. Ah, come on. Alright, we're done. Let me place myself right here. Complete this. Now to E free hard. Which is not hard. It's like a normal fight. Here's the summoning. Yes, big angry lizard. It's typically the same fight as the one you start with the game in a story. There's like 2 moves different. Like it hit more, so you really need. There's this move that he still does. In the second phase, he does it like to 2, 3 people at the same time, if I recall correctly. %. We should see the nail. Yep. And here's the difference. The difference is instead of 1 nail, there's like 4. There are 4. And unlike the other fight, you must focus the nails first. Otherwise, it's a wipe. Immortal moment. Not anymore. Yep, he does it to 3 people now. And they follow up with 3. And this is the other move he does. Multiply and just charge. Then the middle. Well, middle, in between them. Back. And it's over. That's it. Let's move on. Alright. I will go speak with this one. Are you for real, my guy? I've waited your return most anxiously, my friend. You've done us a great service indeed. Thanks to your aid, our comrade Resh is safe, and we suffer no further casualties. Or cannot well express my gratitude. While it is lifeless to report the mission success to Commander Levea, I shall go on ahead into the rising sun. Right, and while you go there, I teleport to here. Right. And in here, we go for Papa Limo. There he is. Which will be for Garuda. Yes, we know. We knew. We go to the Hatter's Nest, so we can teleport to Ridania. Also, I've been thinking more and more of like going through New Game Plus instead, because I can't just show you guys the story through New Game Plus. So what I will do, because I wanted, part of me was like, oh, I want to also show you the reward, but at this point, to be honest, I can't just go through those with my old character. Alright, the Eterite, which is Camp Dragonhead. Because I can queue in for all these dungeons like healer or tank already, right? Because they're already leveled up. But I say tank, there's some sort of fun of me going through these kind of under level. Well, not really under level. I'm still pretty strong. Oh wait, on the other side. Sorry, I love this song too much. There we go. And we tune here. Right. Calling Eye hard. Then we go back to Revenantal. Average time of 5 minutes. If we're good, we can only have it, and we'll do it before break. All for now. Job's done. It does me well to see you thus return. Though I doubt not your prowess entering an enemy stronghold is generally considered to be a risky venture, and I must confess to be having a trifle anxious. Here you are, hale and whole, having succeeded in a mission as it's your want. Lest you wonder, the woman you rescue is being cared by the Domans, thanks to their expert administration. The danger is past. You have my gratitude, Hallie. What's up? How did you think you also, Scion? Rest shows you are alive. We escaped with a minimal casualty this time. We can heal the fort to be caught off guard again. The Empire is not an opponent to be trifled with. As you command, Commander. As you say, Commander. I will see to that the men keeps their wits about them. And it may yet take time, but I will not rest until we identify and apprehend the Ivy. I have every confidence that you will succeed, Captain. As for you, whereas you have scarce caught your breath, wherefore there is no rest for the weary, I require that you accompany me to Kratos. I have been granted an audience with each guardian dignitary. You see, the man expressly requested your presence. Don't look surprised, you should be familiar with the trapping of fame by now. We shall depart as soon as you're ready. Alright. Healers. Up. We have been blessed with a rare opportunity, and I dare with an ambassador of the Holy See of Ishgard. We have to treat Sir Emmerich, Lord Commander of the Temple Knights in the Camp Dragonhead. It is considered a great honor to serve the Holy See directly as a Temple Knight. Needless to say, your leader wields tremendous political influence. It would be wise to court his favor. For that reason, I consider your attendance essential. If Sir Emmerich wishes to meet the woman behind the legend, I will not deny him the pleasure of your company. Yet it is essential to see the wisdom of this plan when you request her permission to accompany me to Kratos. If you feel this may be a waste of your talent, which could be doubtless be put to be noble use, if so, I shall remind you that more good can be accomplished with the stroke of a pen than the thrust of a sword. Hey kid, there's a few things you need to learn. I hate so much Irel Reborn Alpha though. He gets better in everyone's word. He still has to be shooting Stormblood, but yeah, the kid gets better. Guardian Ambassador, by all means, I think it's a wonderful idea. We have received no reports of heter disturbance or unusual beast tribe activities of late. Falfino believes your presence may help him to secure more favorable terms. There's no reason to deny him. Water. Antecedent. I think Hallie has explained this situation. She has. Yet welcome though these overture are, can I help but wonder what prompted them? Did she have spurned all contact with the other city-state for decades? Why reached out now? Well, that I knew, the question of their motive is one to which I have given no small amount of thought. Alas, I know no more than is generally known. The tourist relative nation of Ishgard, situated at the center of Al-Latia's spine, ruled by the Ishgardian Orthodox Church, at the head of which presides the Archbishop. Member of the original Eorzean Alliance, formed in the wake of Alamigo's fall some 2 decades ago. Friends of the Convenience who withdrew from the Alliance as soon as the Imperial fleet was routed at the Battle of Silvertail Sky. Since which time, the borders have remained closed to all outsiders. They have rejected every one of their former allies' call to reopen the dialogue, turning a deaf ear to their neighbors. Please, even when the calamity loomed large. And on the field of Cartano, where brave men and women laid down their lives in defense of the realm, the mariners were conspicuously absent. I have tried to convince Ishgard to rejoin the Alliance at every opportunity. I have explained over and over again that unless Eorzea stands united, we cannot hope to preserve our freedom. One by one, our nation will fall as once fell Lamigo. And what have mine efforts yield? Why not? Surely this can be considered a step in the right direction. I should hope so. Rather than a lowly messenger we have been fobbed off with the past, this time we shall meet the men of genuine influence. Of course, I am not as so naive as to think that they will come to us through the goodness of their heart. We have something they desire, though I have yet to find out why. But such is the nature of diplomacy. They will bring their agendas to the negotiating table, and so will I, along with a handful of incontrovertible truth. Empire will soon be at our doorstep once more. Indeed, you may be assured that will be expounded upon this point on others. There's a part for Camp Dragonhead. Our old friend Lord Oshafan is expecting us. Since our quest to recover the Enterprise, I understand you have further ingrediated yourself with a man and work. His fondness may prove useful to our cause. I will punch you. This is not a way to speak, man. Six minutes. Yeah, I don't think we'll have the time. Alright, to Camp Dragonhead. Oh, my arms. Hell. Okay. I think there's a big cutscene coming, actually. Ah, ever welcome sight. Our hearts have been stoked to blazing in preparation for your arrival. Would not be such a distinguished personage to catch cold once enjoying our hospitalities. This is much appreciated. I fear I shall ever struggle in cold climes. Ah, but Master Elfano, another as always. Likewise, Lord Ursufan, forgive us yet another imposition. I fear we have relied over much of your aid ever since your generous assistance in locating the Enterprise. Nonsense. Any debts incurred have long since been repaid. Besides, who can say what the future may bring? As for Tom may even seek the aid of your newly formed Crystal Brave. In any case, I'm simply delighted that the OC is at last willing to grant you an audience. No doubt your discoveries at Snow Globe helped to justify the decision. This recent resurgence in theoretical activity is a grave concern to us all. But to the matter at hand, Sir Americ arrived in Camp Dragonhead earlier. I am told he is eager to meet with you at your first convenience. You are doubtless weary from your journey, and desire to rest a while by the warmth of our heart. If you are willing to forego such comfort, refrain from the knight stationed outside the dictionary. He will grant you entrance to send word to the other attendee. I know how to read. As funny as your heart sounds, I would think I'd best proceed to the intercity forthwith. Alright, is it move? 10 minutes. Oh, well, there it is. Alright. This is another quick fight. Shouldn't be too long. So, it works the same way as the normal one, but it's a little more different this time. The beginning of the fight is the same, it's the second phase that has changed. Hi, I'm awake, thanks. Alright. So the first part is still the same. You want to avoid the destruction of the stone. Come on. Hey, first push, hide behind a rock, unless, yes. Now the panda's feathers, so the ads that will forward destroy the rocks, so you want to take them out quickly. Center, you don't need to hide behind any rock. She just summoned the bloom. And now it's AoE to second phase. Doesn't change to high or not. If the rocks are still standing, you survive. And now second phase. This is where there's a big change. Before, you need to stay in the middle. This time, you need to stay out. Because she's doing 4 giant tornadoes. And now, usually it's a NAD phase, where you need to take care of the ads that she summons. The Sarpana and Shirada. But, yeah. It's the kind of thing, if you don't take out the ads fast enough, she wipes. Everyone wipes. But, yeah. Alright, I have time to unlock Titan, which I will go for with four minutes. Do I have time for Titan? I don't have time to do a duty, but do I have time to unlock it? Oh, considering this, oh, no, we won't have that time to unlock them. I'll just grab the quest. Yes. Now we teleport to Limsa. Castle. Okay, we continue here. Okay. This is at, yeah, it's here. I will teleport here beforehand. Because there's a quest we need to. Oh wait, oh, it's the wrong place. Wait, Andapor, is it Danya? Yeah. Okay. Anyway, right time. So if you need to grab water, snack, stretch, bathroom, whatever you need, now's the time. I'll see y'all in 3. Alright, welcome back from the ads. This will likely be the last break we take. Right. So actually we go to other. To unlock Titan, be done with him. Remember it's being the mine. Yeah, I hate this place. Oh. Okay. Cancel fly. Yep. Wait. Oh, yes, it's not here. You have to go all the way around. Here. Go here. And there's the small tunnel to the right here. And it's done here. Force them to come here. Alright. Yes. Now we need to do Titan. They will hard. I will go to actually South. No. South Shroud or Mill. I will go unlock Hamdefer Key. Well, the dungeon will have to go through. But it's not that bad. I want to go through them with like the Dark Knight. Yes, thank you. So this is unlocked. This is started. Let's go to Camp Dragonhead. Kind of want to take out Titan before I forget. We are going on a big scene. Don't want it to. Oh, we will wait. We will wait. We'll wait. You know what? We'll wait. You can talk in the meantime. And repair my stuff too. They're not low, but still. Okay. This side. Merchant Bender. Yes, think not this. Him. There we go. Alright, the Dark Knight Trilogian will be the healer. Will I do a Trilogian? That's what, yeah. I want to show you all the Scholar, but I will do that on my other character. I could actually show you on my main character, actually, when I think about it. And when I do New Game Plus, I'll have all the knowledge because I have all the class. Ooh, I could even do Dragoon and show you all. It will be too late though. I guess we'll have to think about it because it could avoid me doing the grind of like leveling up the class because it will be Dark Knight, Astrologian, I think on the melee DPS, I wanted to have like a highly Reaper would have been interesting. Show you all. Physical DPS, it was, I think, a Dancer. Machinist is interesting, but I think it was a Dancer I wanted to show you. And magical, well, we had a Ren Mage, but I want, part of me is like, it would be interesting showing you all the summon. Because lore-based characters, like, the Gladiator quest is very ordinary, it's very meh. Paladin, you learn about, oh, every paladin pick a hope and everything, but your character is a hope-free character, is a hope-free paladin. You have all the skills and everything, because we must always remember that the soul stone, I mean, I only have black mage and red mage right now, but these things hold the knowledge of the past of the class of previous black mage, previous red mage, etc., etc. So we don't learn from our teacher per se. We learn from the stone. So yeah, Paladin is interesting for that. The Dark Knight, the whole storyline from level 30 to level 50 are insanely good story. 51 to 60 is a little less good personally, but they're good. Melee DPS, I'm trying to remember. Polgis / Monk was meh. Lancer was meh. But Dragoon was interesting because Dragoon became interesting because of Heaven's Ward. One of the NPC influence in is you seeing the Dragoon melee DPS line is actually in Heaven's Ward. Important, and not just in Heaven's Ward, it's just an important character overall. Rogue Ninja, meh. I mean, it's Doma knowledge when you arrive to Ninja, but that's pretty much it. Alright, Titan. Honestly, he's the same. He's just the same fight. More dodging, more things, but that's pretty much it. Alright, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Right, like that. Now you will fall. You don't go on the red line, you are right next to it. Otherwise you fall. And you die. And the healer black at you. Oh. It does it again. Don't get hit by those, because if you do, you get punched out of the arena. Now it's less harsh, because before when you fell, you were just down there, you can do shit, and now your bodies get up. Oh. Oh. Hi, Doro! How you doing? Thanks for the sub. They get Hope you're doing well, man. Alright, kill the hive. Oh, tired but good. Yeah, I feel that. Alright, for the tank. Big attack, you survive, GG's. Alright, stop being immortal, you do. Right, careful if you have your. This is among the fire. If you have a move and sit, push you back, you go back. Please don't use it. You will fall. Right. The last stone. Hit. Explosion. Go to the middle. Oh, it's a healer. It's saving. There we go. Titan is done. The three are done. We don't need to do them ever again. See you next. Never. And now with this, we continue the story. Alright. Let us in. Let us in! Yes.
Have faith, my friend. You need only state your case with confidence and clarity.
Oh, sweet shoulder, man.
Commander Leveilleur, it is both an honor and a pleasure to meet you. I am Emmerich, Lord Commander of the Temple Knights.
Alphino Leveilleur, at your service. Your reputation precedes you, Sir Emmerich. I think we will find that we have much in common.
Speaking of reputations, yours towers over us all. Does it not?
Nah. I did nothing.
It does indeed, Lord Commander.
I am not too proud to admit that I have followed your activities with an interest bordering on fascination. Full
Great.
glad was I to learn that you would be joining us.
We have a stalker. Sweet.
Now then, shall we begin?
We know full well that the Garleans will return in force ere long. What is more, we have yet to achieve a lasting victory over the primal menace. The beast tribes continue to summon their gods, and each incarnation is stronger than the last. Ishgard is not immune to these threats. I must reiterate that it would behoove your nation to rejoin the Eorzean Alliance.
Once again, I must respectfully disagree.
On what grounds?
Despite their presence in Kurthus, the Ixal do not concern us. Their territorial claims pertain to Gridanian lands, and it is the people of Gridania whom they harry. Consequently, the Holy See judges this to be a Gridanian affair, and Ishgard does not intervene in the internal affairs of other nations. Even were that not the case, our forces are wholly committed to the Dravanian conflict. We have not the knights to spare. As for the Garleans, we are not ignorant of history. We have observed the rise and expansion of the Empire, and we agree that it is only a matter of time before they resume their campaign in Eorzea.
Then surely it would be in our best interests to present a united front.
Mayhap one day, but not yet. Gaius van Belsar is dead, and the legion of conscripts he left behind lacks the will to fight. We think it highly unlikely that they will emerge from behind the walls of their castra for some time.
Forgive me, but if Ishgard's position has not changed, why did you agree to this meeting?
Because they want something.
It was not only as a representative of Ishgard that I came here.
Pardon?
It is not within my power to change Ishgardian policy, regardless of my personal feelings. There is, however, one area in which I may exert a measure of influence. Concerns have been raised over the supplies House Fortin has offered to Revenant's Toll. These have led to calls for restrictions on the provision of aid to foreign powers. I can ensure that the shipments continue unabated.
Sir Amaric, we would be in your debt.
No, you would not, for I require something in exchange.
Don't be surprised,
Of
Alfredo!
late, there has been a flurry of Dravanian activity, the purpose of which was not immediately clear. However, our astrologians have since observed alarming changes in the heavens. The dragon star waxes unnaturally bright, and there are whispers that it portends the resurrection of Midgard-Sorma.
The fallen guardian of Silvertear Falls? That's absurd.
Full many times have I gazed upon the dragon's corpse still wound around the Agrius, and wondered how different our world might be if it yet lived to plague the skies.
Oh, you'll be dead.
I do not know, and I do not wish to know, nor does any son of Ishgard. Yet the mere presence of Dravanian forces is not sufficient grounds to send knights to Mordona, whatever our astrologians say. As I told you before, we have not the forces to spare.
Bullshit.
But we do. So you will intervene on our behalf if we agree to watch over the Keeper of the Lake.
Do you accept these terms?
I mean, he's right next to the
I
place.
do. I will see that you are kept abreast of any developments. I regret that we could not come to a similar agreement on other matters, but I understand that you are not at liberty to make such decisions. Nevertheless, I hope that what we have accomplished here today will serve to demonstrate to your countrymen that we can work together towards a common goal. Mayhap one day we shall look back on this moment as the first step towards a united Eorzea.
Mayhap we shall, Commander.
What
What is the meaning of this?
The caravan, my lord. It's been attacked. It was Iceheart, my lord.
What? By the Fury! All our precautions were for naught?
Well. Alright. Thanks, stuff. Alright. What's the quest? Intercession of Saint. Let me just look up how far is the dungeon from that one. We are 1, 2, 3, 4. We're so far. Alright. Let's see how long I last tonight. So we were starting to make progress. And to make matter worse, the caravan they spoke of was bound for Revenant Toll of all places. Honestly, were I so inclined, I should think the gods were conspiring against us. Buddy, you were making no progress at all. They were not going to join up, motherfucker. Happily, however, I will not know more of these attacks. Let us speak with Lord Chiffon and find out what it has learned. I swear this kid. And yes, they are a worse character than him, but that's another story. This is strategies for the interruption, my friend. Oh, I mean Isabel. The situation is such that we must act swiftly. If you will be so kind as to elaborate. Iceheart directly fell upon the caravan bound for Revenant Toll, as it was passing through Boulder Downs. It was an ambush, swift and ruthless. In an instant, every knight was slain, every crate seized, and as quickly as they appeared, they were gone. It would be impossible feat without knowledge of the route, knowledge to which you only a select few are privy, I presume. Quite, we can pursue that of revenue for in due course. Seems to me examining the scene of ambush should be our first concern. The trail is yet warm, we must act swiftly. As Lord Oshafan said, less crucial evidence to be lost. You have a knack of discerning a hidden truth. Why don't you go and inspect the ambush sighting first? An excellent idea. Inform my men of your intent upon arrival. They will gladly share their findings. Right. Boulders down. Yeah, it's right next to where the entrance is. So. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. When I reach Evansward, I think I'll switch to my main character and just go to story just to avoid like the grinding. And I'll just do the New Game Plus and do the story of the jobs. Because I can do Summoner, I can do Scholar, which already done already. I could do a few things at the same time. Move along, I'm sure there's nothing for Lodgers upon beach. You speak with us. And you must be your pardon, Scion. As you can see to the left, near your crate behind. Tip the wagon for good measure, even. The whole thing is a bit hard, if you ask me. It would have been easier to just steal it. Though a damn sight harder to conceal it, how. They came prepared, probably with wagons of their own, hidden a way off. But pay no heed to my rambling. As an approves is not but speculation. Might be a squire receiving your care for observatorium could tell you something more factual. That if he's awake, like myself, he was there during the attack. And that his presence amounts to much. Go back over there. Whee! Imagine, we can fly now. Back then we could not. It was such a long time. Oh my god. People don't understand how much they have it good now through Realm Reborn. It's still long and everything, don't get me wrong, but oh my god, it's so much faster nowadays. Is it in here? No, I think it's above. Yeah. But you asked about the attack, haven't you? You came upon them before the entrance to the Hall of the Seven Pilgrims. You marked them as lost and ill-equipped for a journey further north. What did you call out to them and one step forward to answer? Slowly she approached, her silver hair flowing in the wind like melting snow. Just a young girl, like some poor lost lamb in search of salvation. Arlia must have thought the same. Else, why would we let her draw so close? They exchanged some words I couldn't hear, and She leaned forward as if to kiss his cheek, and then he sighed and crumbled to the ground. I didn't know what happened till I saw the snow turn red. And then there was red everywhere. Hell, I looked. I tried to fight it, but took a blow to the head. And by the time I came to, the others were dead, and the heretics were unloading the wagon. I couldn't. I mean, they have killed me, so I just lay still and listened. I thought people spoke of deliverance and resurrection, and they spoke of Shiva. Alright. This quest is done. Ah, come on. Strength and Unity is next. Okay, we can reach the dungeon tonight. I don't want to talk to you. Turn, what news have you for us? The Isar does not scruble to sully your hands with blood. Who is this Shiva she spoke of? Have you not read a single line of Icurlidon, Master Malfeno? Of course not! Fucker is never... Shiva was a traitor to kith and kin, an apostate who laid down with dragons. Now, we cannot expect all foreigners to know each guardian scripture so well, particularly well it concerned the patron saint of heretic. Wait, you say she is their patron saint? Oh, makes sense now. Oh, Stefan, what was the cavern's cargo? If I recall correctly, the diamond forger requested a rather large quantity of crystals. Do you not see? Isar and their followers intend to summon Shiva as a beast rider with a primal. Why else would they go to such length to secure crystals? I shall follow him, Lord Commander, at once. Ochafan, you would agree that discretion is of paramount concern. Of course. Trust we can count on your continued support, Master Alfino. Sign of the $7 sworn to combat the primal threat. Our support is a given. I will need to send word to the Brethren in the Revenant Stall. Our entire order must turn its effort to the prevention of the summoning. Naturally, that includes you. So I am sure you will not miss this for the well. Ah. The persistent attack of our caravan seems a little more than a nuisance at first. The heretic were a problem, to be sure, a relatively minor one. That was before I discerned the purpose behind their attacks. Of course, now they have my undivided attention. After apprising Minfilia of the situation, I shall summon a unit of Crystal Brave to assist us. As for you, pray join me in White Brim. Since the incident at Snowcloak, the Knights of the House Durandare have redoubled their reconnaissance effort in the region. It is my hope that they have information which may help us determine precisely where the heretics are hiding. Given our mutual enemy, Lord Drillman shall be eager to oblige us. I shall see you there, then. Anyway, because right now my thinking of like avoiding grinding will be good. The other part of me is like, I don't mind grinding if the grinding is not that long. But considering I have a tank, a healer, I will work on the Dark Knight first because it's the main one I want to go through. And I could work on the astrology in the back. The Sire of the Seven Dawns wish to join in the hunt of Heisart. Your assistance is more than welcome, my friends. Concerning the report I just received, I say your timing could be no better. We are all ears, Lord Rilmond. A band of pilgrims has seen transporting a large number of grays to the west. Their cars appear to be matched the description provided by the squire who survived the attack. Alas, our scout lost track of them at Snowcloak, a self-same frozen wall which we will speculate might conceal the heretics either way. Suffice it to say, the disappearance of these pilgrims and the provisions all but confirm our suspicion. I have heard enough. My knights will join the hunt. I took the liberty of summoning a unit of Crystal Brave to a White Brim front. Given the gravity of the situation, I trust you will agree that we must use every resource available to us. These are extraordinary circumstances, Commander. It will be in our best interest to coordinate our efforts. Such was my intent to start, Sir Emmerich. So it begins, my friend. Though, I dare say to provide an all too brief collaboration, I saw it will not be elude the combined force of the Crisp Brave and the Temple Knight for long. Nevertheless, a wise man does not wager all upon the success of a single solution. There may yet to be a subtler means by which we can locate their heretic's lair. Mayhap the Lord Rimmel has one in mind? He's right next to you. Ask him! Yes, yes, excellent. But everything is being accounted for. If there is aught else you would have us do, or speak, it shall be done. Is it bad I see part of her glam and I know what is she's wearing? Right, thanks, stuff. It seems as though we are always just one step behind, our quarry just beyond our reach. I would like to believe that there is that the tables are about to turn. Must confess to having certain doubts. A joint effort may succeed where others have failed, but yet yield the self-same result. Fortunately, we are not without other options. First, we haven't forgotten Inquisitor Gilliman. We have not. The mystery of how the heretic remained undiscovered for so long has been much in our thoughts. As a question of what steps might be taken to prevent a similar breach of security in the future, accordingly we conducted an exhaustive and covert evaluation of everyone in White Brim Front. Though some were found to have committed some certain minor transgression, we identify only one possible heretics. This man has pledged himself to Iceheart's cause. He will have taken note of the movement of the Temple Knights and the Crystal Braves, and upon recognizing their intent, he may attempt to warn the heretics. The man's watch is to end soon, at which point we must report to Sir Jean Tremont in the yard. All of you keep an eye on him. If you venture beyond the wall, follow him discreetly. Should he meet with the heretic, do not interfere, simply watch and listen. I have seen it. The suspect knows nothing which we could endanger our plans. Yeah. So much reading. My brain is frying right now. I think I'll just finish this question. I'll end it for tonight, honestly. how you jump him and kill him. And we say, good job, we have nothing. The guy leaves. Yep. And I goes right down here. And he's already gone. Where is 7 are you? I'm freezing my bullocks here. Here? Bluttering orc? What are you? Standing on the wall? Why, hell, duty to fulfill, you know? Your subtlety is too bloody, Echo. Lower your voice so they hear us in quite brain front. Of course, Triple Knights are in Snowcloak. This is what brings you to me. You about our comrades in Boulder Downs will use the tunnel then before they know what's happening. Nevertheless, to waste my time again, is that clear? There is someone fighting. Nearly done. Bum, bum. Beer fruit. Let's see. I'll have the men detained at once. His guilt is plain. Exactly, we heard their word more clearly. Yet the few snatch of you were nonetheless. It was seeing the Earthing are aware of our operation and confided that they can thwart it. Whereas boulders down are the key to their plans. Which means it is our key. It is the key to our plans that they wrote it out and put the sword. Your stuff. First blood is. Oh, it's right before this. You know what? I push it. I'll push it to the dungeon. We have long suspected that the heretics use a network of secret tunnel to traverse the highland undetected. Through what we overheard, I fear a Snowcloak may be a riddle with such passageway that the heretics in Boulder Downs are planning to use them to take our force unaware. As you say, you don't allow that to have happened. Attention of House Stern, their knights are on patrol in the area, and I shall order them to begin searching for the heretic at once. But knowing nothing of our enemy's number or readiness, let's say for sure that they will be sufficient. It will be put my mind at ease if you will consent to assist my knight with the search. I know they will take courage from the presence of so sturdy a warrior. We rendezvous with them at Boulder's Down. If alone is kind, we may catch these heretics before their plans come to fruition. Show them no mercy. The lives of our allies are at stake. I have another one. I am one. I'm not complaining for this one. Oh, sounds over there. I need you to play F76 soon. Yeah, I'm dragging you all into it. It's like, I saw a friend of mine playing. What was it? Yeah, Chrono Trigger. And I just like, I want to play Chrono Trigger again. Okay. Eventually. Right? Well. I think the soldiers of Drillmon are dead. And we go back to Drillmon. Oh my god, man. That place has no meteorite. You know how sucky it is. Come on. Alright. Here. Ankle of steel. Is it nowhere worth coming? What's happened? What is that in your hand? By the fury, those were the veterans with years of service. 2 days of their retirement and they're dead! Now they lie dead in the snow. Their body must be discovered and... No, we are not the man to spare. Not now. Not while Heisel prepares to summon an abomination. You will take your dispatch were not sufficient numbers to contend with the combined strength out of Temple Knights and the Crystal Brave. There must be others. I'll wager they'll be. They are on their way to Snowcloak as we speak. To make matters worse, it seems that the trader you follow managed to pass the heretics something of value after all. The parchment you recover is a timetable of the guardsman watch at our outpost in Snowcloak. The trader was stationed there not long before you aroused suspicion. That you would have caught him sooner. The heretics will know when to watch who was weakest, to use their tunnel with the impunity and prepare their ambush. It was not changed, you see. Of course it will be changed now, but the heretics may already be in position. Alistair and there must send a reinforcement. Even if it means withdrawing with knights from the Stone Vigil, I can see no other way to safeguard the lives of our allies. Alright. Dungeon quest normally? Yes, the path of the righteous. We'll stop after this one. Time is of the essence. Will my knights make you ready to depart? The heretic may take our allies in Snowcloak unaware. Superior training and equipment will avail them not if they are cut down when hear their sword are drawn. All is not lost. If you leave now, there may be still time to warn them. Make haste, I beseech you. Fly to Snowcloak and tell Sir Emmerich everything we have discovered. you not told anything to Emmerich? You've not sent word once. Buddy. I'll say it this way. If Emmerich dies, and the church is aware because you did not act it sooner, your head's on the pike, buddy. Oh. All right. Very good, Ritual. So the heretic might be plotting such an attack. And with confirmation, I shall place my knights on the high alert. As Commander Levayer has been informed, the brave must be made aware. He's right there! It must be here. I'm certain of it. Why else would they go to such length to defend Snowcloak? It is but a pity this discovery comes when our enemy has such disadvantage. Forewarned though we may be, the heretics know the terrain far better than we. I dare not think how many are watching us at this very moment. Confound it. This is all wrong. I saw us scramble to save our own skins when we should rightly be straining every sinew to find her and stop this damnable summon. There she is! Come here, girl. That was close. They didn't hurt you, did they? Only my pride. Beyond other nearby. We must see that they are given the similar warm welcome. Commander Levayer. There's been development, sir. Together with the Triple Knight, we have secured the entrance of some half-dozen tunnels. After spotting the enemy breaking the surface, it's not all, sir. We think one of them may be important. Certainly, the heretics nearly flung themselves upon our sword. Defend it. As I suspected, among the swarm of tunnels lie the entrance to Isar's lair. Some of the others were going in. A moment, Telfino. The tunnel in question is barely wide enough for two men abreast. We cannot say with any certainty where it leads, much less what is waiting for us there. Furthermore, we have no way of knowing how many heretics are still lurking here on the surface. What if they were to emerge on this point after we enter the tunnel? For all we know, we could be funneling our force into a trap. I take your point. If the tunnel is indeed narrow as you say, greater number will be more hindrance than help. Should we encounter difficulty, our own allies will become an obstacle to us to escape. Change of plan. While we rendezvous with Sir Emmerich and keep the heretic at bay here, you will go wherever the tunnel leads. So if it's a trap, well, you die. GG, thank you. If we find Isard at the end of it, do not let her escape. You venture into the unknown. See that you are prepared for anything. Especially call upon all your allies. Though, not too many, or probably will sulk. Long. No? Oh, yeah, it's right. The entrance of the Dominum? Yeah, just over here. There we go. There we go. We'll take our quick break. Then we'll do this. Wait, it's NPC now? Who's on the NPC? Sire Marauder, Conjurer, and Thaumaturge. Oh, interesting. switch here. Alright, if you need water, stretch, to take a bathroom, want snacks, whatever you need, now's the time. I'll see y'all in 3. Alright, welcome back from the break. Alright. Let's throw the dungeon. No cloak. 12 minutes. Alright. Let's hope it's not that long. We'll do this dungeon tonight. Because I love the dungeon. I love dungeons. It's an easy 10 minutes. 15 minutes? Yeah, it's a 10-minute fight actually, yeah. They did change it. Then we'll continue until we reach Revenant Toll. I think it's like a quest or two, or the quest right after. So it shouldn't be too long. But we'll end it afterward. Which now it makes me think of like what's going to happen on Sunday. Um, I want to do the heart, but I've not progressed at all. Might be able to do it tomorrow. I got things to finish also tomorrow to send before a special commission. Before it gets too late, I need to get this sent ASAP, so I get it on time for a surprise this year. Um, aside that, so we'll probably work on the art tomorrow and try to do it to have it ready for Sunday morning. At least one art. There's one art I want to do, but I want to do more than one. If I can do the first one, it will be perfect. Because Sunday I want to play. I don't even want to say the game. It it's a fun game. It's a game that I want to play because it's fun. It reminds me of like old classic, yeah, classic games. They're among the classic games, and it's just fun. It's just pure fun. They don't take it seriously. It's well made and everything. It's some of the games that I probably would like. I don't want to play this like on evening streams, but on Sunday morning it can be played. Like those are games that don't have much of a story. They don't have much of a thing. They're just fun. Like I want to eventually I will want to also to continue like not Shovel Knight. I want to play Shovel Knight on stream eventually. Like there are streams like I want to do Cult of the Lamb. Cult of the Lamb I want. I don't think I'll do evening stream of Cult of the Lamb. I might be more on the Sunday morning stream. There's going to be like like I said, there's Shovel Knight. I've played through Shovel Knight once. I think I started to play as one of the DLC. I think it was a Plague Knight. Never finished it. It'll be fun. There's Cane Knight, and there's also the was it Reaper Knight? Remember the name. I know they're also coming out with Mira the Hollower. Oh, side note, big giant sign like this month releasing Combini, but there's also been a new trailer for Castlevania Belmont's Curse. Heads up, this is a game we'll play on stream. Like, yes, 100%, we play this on stream. Probably do a special day of like when it's released, like we play this till for a full day. I've been thinking of like other games that I have that I kind of want to play more or play on stream and such. Like I'm slowly accumulating like some horror game for this month because right now we don't have a big game compared to last last year, which was Night Until F. So what I was thinking of like, well, be more smaller games, more try to tackle like smaller games, and so we can see more different horror games. I was still thinking of doing a D&D December, well, a Dungeons and Dragon December month. Prepare for Baldur's Gate. That's all I'm going to say. Prepare for Baldur's Gate. Because yes, even though it's not exactly D&D, it's an adapted version of the system for a video game, which is what I call very close and very good. What else? What else? Also, it'll be like the Minecraft coming back on June and September. Oh, wait. December, it's going to be Minecraft. And... oh, no. I cannot do both. Shit. We'll see. We'll see. Alright. There's also some thought of, like... what's going to happen with Minecraft, actually. Because there's me wanting to be like, oh yeah, I want to do this thing for Minecraft with my friends and all. But how could I say this? It requires so much energy and so much time to work on, because it's writing the thing, writing the whole roles, then writing the traps and things, and I want to make it happen. I want to know what people find, such, and then it's going to Minecraft and build the thing. And I don't want. It's not that I don't want my friends to help me, because I know some of my friends will be more than willing to help me out. It's more of a, if they help me to build, they're not allowed to take part in it, and I want them to take part in it. Like, I know Spoopy will be more than overjoyed to help me build this thing, but that's also the issue, is if she helped me, she won't take part in it, and I want her to take part in it, because I know she'll like it. And so it's that thing, and with my day job being so demanding lately, and I doubt that it get better. I don't have that energy, and I know I don't. Also, it's like there are certain support I don't have that makes me. I don't want to waste my energy into this. Not necessarily waste my energy. I'm creating myself. Not waste my energy. More like I could place my energy somewhere else. I could place my energy to something else. I want to keep my energy on the streaming. I don't want to be like, oh yeah, I'm going to from 3-4 times a week of streaming to 2 or 1 because Minecraft. Pretty much it. Still trying to get into an SMP in hoping of something. I don't necessarily need a lore base or RP base. Just SMP would be friends and people to meet to be fun. But yeah, that's all I'm going to say there. But yes, I've been slowing through other stuff, to things coming, to how things are moving. I have to cancel so many plans lately because Cat was sick not that long ago, and this gave me a giant push step backs on so many things. Like, yeah, Cat became expensive more and more, getting older and getting there. Mm, yeah, I'm being annoying right now. You hate it. You were sleeping. Sorry, I got it right next to me. uh, but yeah. Other things I want to play more. There's a Retro Rewind. I don't think Retro Rewind's one of like the thing like I could do whenever. Stardew Valley would be fun to play. There's are a horror, not necessarily horror. There are new farm simulator coming soon, which are interesting. There's Grave Season that I've kept my eyes on for so long, which released in August, so we'll be able to play this. Lies of P is going to happen for sure, which will happen like in mid-May. We should be able to finish it during May. If not, we'll finish it during June. To be seen, to be decided. That is decided, to be seen. Because I've looked up online. It's around 30 hour-ish. Okay, that will depend on how much often I die. Because that's an issue. I have my friend that will be with me, yes, but he won't be able to play for me. Only me. And eventually I know I'll have to be like, yeah, I'll have to continue without you, because, yeah. Alright, dungeon time. What do we have? It is Snowcloak. What's the party? This is also changed Snowcloak. I think only the second boss was changed. We have a Dragoon. I saw it. White Mage Dragoon Paladin. And of course we have a Paladin that sprints because, oh my god, it is Snowcloak. We need to rush it absolutely. But I think they forget they're still level 50 now, so they're lacking in skills. Also, I'm a red mage, not a black mage. I'm good in one-on-one target, not AoEs. Okay. Got a lot more chill this song is. Wait. Cannot wait. Alright, this should be the first boss right after this. Yep, first boss. There's nothing much about to say about this boss, honestly. Aside, dodge the shit, attack him, AoE spawns, kill the AoE. Not AoE, the add. I know words. Hey. I'm already halfway down. Stay inside. My eyes. Not the time. Not the time. Not the time. Ah. It was not even a hat that showed up. Alright, this is the one where I'll see if the tank is good or he's just a dumbass that wants to do wall to wall. I think he's a dumbass. Yeah, he had to pop his immortality right there. Otherwise he would be dead. Now he's out of immortality. Alright, I know this boss changed. It used to be way more complicated, but they've changed it to be far more simple. So, the defense of this boss used to be extremely high, that attacking hit wouldn't be a good idea. We had to, like, get the ads to summon, then hit the ball, like, get the ball bigger and have it hit him. But now they just change it to simply dodge AoEs. Which, don't get me wrong, is better. And faster, because people were not understanding the mechanic. But yeah, you would summon the ads and to get hit by the breath of the boss. Then you when it was the ball were big enough, like I think was they could get up bigger 3 times or so, 2 or 3 times. You said it was you do use a chunk of damage. All right. There it is. All right. Wait. Hey. Yep, he's a dumbass. I forgot to change the color of the DPS. I'll have to do that. Alright. Boss time. Right, I don't think they changed this one, if I recall. I think they only added indications to it. is. Wow, that's actually changed because it used to be only 3 of them. But they did change that fight. Rip the boss! The tank! Surprised to survive. That might be next for group-wide AoE and dead. What's coming? No need for rescue, fucker. Ah, come on. So yeah, they changed the fight. No mitigation of tank buster, buddy. You're the paladin. You have so much mitigation. There we go. Level 55 and boss done. Here we go. Cutscene? I think there's a cutscene.
The tales do not do you justice, warrior of light. Yes, I know who you are, and you know who I am. I was given the name Izel, but I earned the name Iceheart. This endless cycle of hatred, of bloodshed, of sorrow. You would see it continue, O noble warrior of light. I would not. I will not. I will bring an end to this war between dragon and man, no matter the cost. In time, you will come to understand that what we do for the greater good.
But we kill
for
people.
Eorzea, for Hydaelyn.
Always easy to say though. We kill people for the greater good. There we go. Here's all for now. That took longer than expected. What news? So Iceheart is but a pseudonym. Not that it matters. That you managed to escape is regrettable before your description of that beast. You did well to come as close as you did. In any case, now that you have cleared a path, the Temple Knight can begin to survey the tunnel in earnest. Maybe they will even find a route past the heist wall. That would do wonders for their fight against the heretics. Crystal Brave would certainly share the credits for it too. 12 be praised. May yet turn this situation to our advantage. That just mean we stood up Iceheart before she summons Shiva, of course. Needless to say, our fellow Scions have not been idle. Minfilia and Urianger have been busy perusing the archives of House for Tom, gathering what information they can on Shiva. Which remind me, you weren't intending to track back to Camp Dragonhead to report on the day's events? Don't. The antecedent should be here any minute. Can they only assume some people enjoy subjecting themselves to this cult? You freeze, buddy. But here, what you could do: buy a coat. Excellent. You come straight from the archive. Ask for Tom. Trust your time there proving fruitful. But they had really nice characteristics. What we found was questionable veracity. Account of Shiva's life and deeds are sparse and contradictory, only agreeing upon one point. She lay down with the dragon, the gravest of all sins, according to the Ishgardian faith. Yep, Shiva was according to FF14, Shiva was a bard. Yet in the eyes of Highsword followers, this was a holy act, the blessed union of a man and a dragon. How such a thing could even be possible is quite another question. Suffice to say, I very much doubt that it will be. We will find a useful answer in the archives of House for Tom. Much knowledge has been lost over the centuries, though in this case, one wonders if it is by circumstance or design. Say that Highsword took a moment to plead her case prior to escaping, did you not? You, without prejudice, most will agree that bringing an end to an endless war serves the greater good. I think Sir Emmerich might take issue with her methods. I do not care if a few stragglers manage to escape. Until the sappers confirm that the tunnel is safe, the men are not to search it. You pursue your foe with less zeal than I had expected, Sir Everett. Lest you misunderstand, I do not deny that our enemy has given us a good reason to be prudent. I merely meant, you being a man of faith, I had expected a certain single-mindedness. After all, was it not by the will of alone that your ancestor came to this land? Why they took up arms against the Dravanian? What they have done in your position, I wonder. I want to kick this kid so badly. There are those who believe that faith is the renunciation of free will, that unquestioning devotion is required of all who would live a life in a service to the Fury. Such righteous favor may well serve a knight on the front line, less so of a leader. We are all at liberty to interpret the scripture as we will. I choose to believe that the Fury will value the lives of her followers over the death of her enemies. I would not presume to speak for the Knights of Eld. It was different time, nay, different era. Script should tell us only so much. Would that be told us more? That man is awfully pragmatic for a servant of the Holy See. A welcome trade to negation table, to be sure. Less so when one's enemy are marking ready to harness the power for God. He does not truly believe that eyes are plans can deceive. To be told, I too remain somewhat skeptical. Shiva was real, a living, breathing woman. That can be no doubt. In this respect, she differed from every other figure to have been summoned, each of whom was worshipped as a god. The sole exception being good King Mughal Mug the XII, the myth might manifest in response to the fervent supplicant of the Mughals god. Saint Shiva may differ, but what of the heretics? They are a tribe of outcasts at war with a mighty nation who yearn for the resurrection of the one who embodies their belief. That is not placing one's faith in the higher power. What is? Crystals? Conviction? Pedophilia? You have them both in abundance. It actually be all that is required. Past everything has concluded a preliminary analysis of the etheric ice heart used to escape. He believed that she teleported to another Aetheryte, somewhere not far to the west. Despite the apparent proximity of this second Aetheryte, however, they have been wholly unable to detect its presence directly. Unless Iceheart has some means to mask its signal, I can only presume she had it destroyed to prevent us from following her. Without the means to teleport as she did, we have no choice but to search for an alternate route. Most likely a tunnel, assuming one exists. Let us not give up on teleportation just yet. One of our colleagues in Shalayan may be able to assist us. I pray that you are right. I dare not to think how long it will take us to survey the entire tunnel system. When if you looked into the interior problem, I would like to request your assistance with another matter. The third unit is currently tracking the remnant of the heretic force which attacked us. However, the search goes poorly despite our numbers. Quartas is vast, and Highstar's followers know the terrain far better than we. Your knowledge of this region may serve to hasten the process. The sooner we capture Highstar's followers, the sooner we can press them for their leader's whereabouts. Also, though, it is admittedly a selfish request, I feel that my braves will benefit immensely from working alongside you. While we have our share of interns, we also have more than a few less experienced recruits, many of whom look up to you, in case you were not aware. Good, and you will listen. You has say as can apprise you of the details. When the task is complete, come and find me at the observatorium. Captain Ilburn and I are meeting there to discuss the latest development in this investigation. People not shall all snowcloak in our absence, let us leave them to their work. Ours is more pressing. Yeah, right, where is this so I can... here's fucker. Delivery is starting me to wait for you. This attendance is most welcome, believe me. Also the third hail from the Ulda, and for a man accustomed to feel the field of sand beneath his boots, the crash of snow can be rather disconcerting. But the matter at the hand and nearly a moment ago, I received the word that the heretics we seek have been spotted making for Dundafen Pass. The Braves are already in pursuit, and I will be grateful if you would join them. I myself shall be taking part in the hunt. Never let it be said that I do not earn my coin. Eh. Where's this? It's here? It's on the way. Alright, fine. Alright. Come boot. Right, yeah, sure. Down there. Right. Come on. Yeah, there it is. Alright. First thing was so intent on following the heretics track that I almost fell to notice that they had double back. Almost, mind you. I tried to sneak up behind me and got a knife in the gut for his trouble. I left myself alone, so I started searching the dead man's snack pack for anything interest. And lo and behold, before his friend found me, I came upon this. Withdrawing in groups of 3 or less to the observatorium. Give the signal and wait. The merchant will be watching, be late, and be left for dead. Speak for itself, does it not? It can't possibly mean to rendezvous inside the place, so we should restrict our search to the surrounding area. Let me rephrase that. You should restrict your search to the wilderness. On the observatorium. I will need more than a moment to rest and recover from these wounds. Alright. Hi. I enjoyed listening to your excuses. We'll leave now. How? The wood are crawling for those with those blue coats, and the knights are searching every wagon that passed through the gates. Well, stay with her, then. If you think you'll fare any better. No, there's no need for that. There are places like this in my homeland. Sacred snow-capped peak, where blood must not be shed. Yet you land neither thirst for the blood of the fallen by our deeds. It has drunk thee. I've done no wrong. None but meet in secret with the heretics. Night all you will. We shall have the truth from you, yet Inquisitor are not the only ones skilled in the art of interrogation. Damn it all. Damn it all. It's meeting you here. I presume your work with the third brought you hither. But Tangle Web, lest you wonder, we came not for the heretics, but for the merchant who has been conspiring with them. He came to our attention during the course of our investigation to the Ivy. It beggars belief, I know, but it seems our ferric Garlean spy may have been providing assistance to Iceheart. Were it not for the effort of Lady Yugiri and her shinobi, we might never have discovered this connection. So for this too kind, I feel my people and I have done little to aid your search for the spy. We long to strike back against the Empire and weaken their influence in this land, or in the tragedy which befell Doma for reoccurring. The days ahead of the work they promised would require a very peculiar set of skill which I am fortunate enough to possess. If you will allow it, I will accompany you until the investigation is complete. It is more generous to offer, Lady Yugiri, and one which will gladly accept. Thank you. Though I may disappear from time to time, you know that I shall never be too far, shall always be watching. A comforting thought. Let us wait inside the Captain Ilbert to return to deliver this report. Yeah. I need to stop. I cannot read anymore. Alright. Should have any information here long. Tendril of intrigue. That's just making sure. There's of intrigue. Yeah, we're a few quests behind Shiva. I'm not doing Shiva tonight for sure. Oh, we're back. Wash up. Your report, if you will. Firstly, with regards to the heretic recapture, I regret to say that the man could tell us not that we do not already know of Shiva. We have since handed him over to the Ishgard authorities. Henceforth, the Holy See will pursue their matter independently. Our inquiry concerning the Ivy, however, have proven more fruitful. We have ascertained the channel by which the heretic is acquired their information on the shipment routes. Go on. You will recall the flame we first identified as being in the Ivy's employ. From him, we were able to trace a trail of conspirator, each taking us closer to his master. Alas, the trail came to a abrupt end, fearing the investigation had been compromised. We took the necessary step to detaining all suspected of conspiracy. There were 5 on our list, including a flame stationed in the Revenant Stall. The man's primary duty was to keep inventory of donation from aboard, the peculiar of which he would share with the benefactor, thereby ensuring that needs did not go unfulfilled. By the virtue of his role, he was privy of details of all shipments bound for his settlement. Needless to say, that includes those originating from House for Toms. He knew the precise route the caravan would take and sold information to a merchant. I take and guess which one. None other, with little encouragement, he soon confessed they knowingly aiding the abetting heretics. There's one mystery solved at least, but what of the Ivy? Are we any close to rising of his mask? They say we are, Commander. Our relentless pursuit has forced him to commit a grave error. In desperate bid to cover his track, the Ivy resorted in exercising certain administrative power available only to a high-ranking member of the Immortal Flames. If you consider that our investigation is known to barely a handful of them, the field of suspect is greatly narrow. You mean to say that the agent is among Roban's innermost circle? Someone who has been with him since the Immortal Flames established? This is the most plausible explanation. The infiltration likely occurred during the company's founding, with the groundwork for the act being laid beforehand. To slip into possession of authority unremarked and remain above suspicions all these years. I too was surprised, though I really should not have been, of the there of Tree Company, Ulda was ever the more vulnerable to infiltration. Total on Gridania had long-standing armed forces that lent themselves well to the formation of Maelstrom in the Order of Twin Hatter. To all intent of purposes, it was the same people will once mine under the same leadership, only the banner was different. Not so the Flames. Ulda's military was made of desperate orders, most of which were glorified mercenaries company that answered only to their own paymaster. Hardly an ideal environment in which to establish something as high-minded as Great Company. The difficulty Roban faced when founding the Immortal Flame are well known. Even after he had convinced his fellow syndicate member to share the cost, there remained a small matter of finding enough bodies to fill the ranks. Indeed, and given the pressing nature of the Imperial threat, them recruiting every passing sellsword, amidst the chaos of its founding, it would have been child's play to filter the company. A good deal easier than now. Most flames have been caught between conflicting interests, the public and the private. Though monetarists ultimately agreed to support the organization's founding, it was not of charity that did nuts, but simply self-preservation. Niall van Darn's ambition being less apocalyptic, we may be sure that he will never have risk supplying Roban with an army. It is but I wonder they did not attempt to extinguish the flame the moment the danger has passed. Returning to the present, even as we speak, our Doman allies have shadowing several high-ranking flames, and one of whom could be the Ivy. Desiring to deal a blow against the Empire, the refugee were eager to lend us their aid. I expect to hear from them here long. Very good. Pray you continue your investigation. Meanwhile, I have the second intend to do unrest. The Turk can join the fort in the expecting crystal ship. If it is anything unusual, I want to know it. If Shiva is summoned in like manner of the other primal, the heretics will be looking for further supplies. Understood. So with Sir Emery coming, if informing him of the success of in the fighting the heretic saboteurs. Hopefully the information there will be some of us to the Ishkari. Alright. Council of the Alliance leadership has been called. There have been development in Garlemald, it will seem. As of the commander of the Crystal Brave, my presence has been requested. Will you accompany me as the realm's proudest champion? It is only meet that you present you for discussion. Only Anderson has already given her consent. Let's see word. Alright, we'll end it here. Oh my god, it was so much text. I saw her, but until the pattern of symptom is found, she will remain beyond our reach. Should I go Danya, blah blah blah. Alright. We done? Yes, we done. Alright. We'll end it for tonight. We had 10 jewels in intrigue. We have 3 quests before Shiva. Then we'll have 4 quests to the patch. Then we have the last 2 stretch of Before the Fall. Part 1 and Part 2. Part 1 being the longest. Alright. Here we go. I'm happy to have come back to this. But oh my god, I forgot how much text it was. Hey, let's exit this. Let's switch here. Let's start some music. Here we go. So that's it for tonight. I hope you all enjoyed. Um, Sunday morning, around 7 a.m. I say around. I don't know when exactly. It's soon after I get up. Usually I'll wake up, clean my face a little, like grab something to eat, and I'll go. Depending on my sleep schedule and everything, we'll see how it goes. But around 7:30, maybe earlier than that. We'll see. And we'll see if I have time for Heart or no. It will be, or if I was able to finish it, and we will go through the game immediately. Let's hope. On this, that will be all for tonight. I'm not doing anything. I'm ending this here. Oh god. We should be able to reach Heaven's Ward into stream yet. I think 2 streams. We'll see. Anyway, on this, have a good night, have a good evening, have a good afternoon, have a good day, have a good morning. Wherever you are out there, please do take care of yourself. And I'll see you all Sunday. Bye bye!